If you had one piece of advice that you could give to a novice or a veteran game master, what would be that advice?
For the novice, it is it's start. It's that whole thing of go watch the Matt Colville video about like, tonight you're gonna run a game. Literally, like decide I'm gonna run a game for my buddies, invite some buddies round, and then make yourself run a game. I just don't get hung up on it. Pick something that you feel like you would like to play, and then just run the damn thing. It'll be awful, as the angry GM says. It will be awful, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It won't be as awful as you think it is, actually, but it will feel awful, probably, like in some ways. But it'll also be really fun. And it's that thing you will know all the flaws, but your players don't necessarily notice that stuff. And I think you should just play. Matt Colville's original scenario was like a five-room dungeon with some goblins, like in a fantasy game.
Hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's an old hat thing, isn't it? We talk about classic Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. But if you want to play a sci-fi game, you want to play Stars Without Number, for example, then go make some characters, put together a quick location, room location kind of adventure, put a nasty beastie or something in there, go play with it. It's the same principle.
Hmm.
Create a situation that interests you, go put some characters into it and see what happens is kind of what I would say. For the veteran, don't ever see yourself as a veteran is probably my
Mm.
view. I would there's the whole Eastern philosophy of beginner's mind, right? Just just kind of treat it all as fresh as fresh as you can, I think. And again, I think the best bit of advice that I have received and have tried to plug into my head and in is one that I think you've heard people like on your show say a few times, which is like play the thing you really want to play. And even if you're not quite sure what the thing is that you would, because my problem is I don't really quite know what it is I want to do, but just play things that interest you and you'll find out, and yeah, just keep going. But the beginner's mind, like never think you've got it nailed down because you haven't. Like for all of that stuff I just talked about, that's all just where I'm at right now.